Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today it's the finale of this four-game set between the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he darn near started this thing off with a bang. Instead, it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Here we go.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. EK, one-year-old ball clubs. The Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
You know, a guy that's been playing great is Austin Hedges. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, he really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Gloved by Russell on to first, and there are 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, you remember growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine.
Ball inside.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Tap fouled at home plate. And here's a ball hit in the air. Schwarber on the move. And this will wind up a foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Brett Wallace will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. A pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And if he could have been just a little more patient there, would have had a leadoff walk. Instead, chases it out of the zone here and winds up costing him.
Standing in now, Alex Dickerson. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. 258 the average to begin play. 6 home runs and 23 driven in. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting sixth, center fielder number 12.
Juan Lagares into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Here's the first pitch to him. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
2 down now.
0-1, here it comes. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. The pitcher, Darren James, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Here you go. See it up. Let it fly.
Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike. These Padres, Eric, as they take the field this afternoon, boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to them, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
The bottom line is they've just been really flat out there recently. At some point, this is where your veterans or your team leaders need to be.
Austin Hedges will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Hey, need a strikeout right
Chop
here.
foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit to short. Russell has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8, shortstop.
Jose Perella will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday. Into the windup and the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Now, here we go.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Heading out towards shallow right. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
Now the question is, did he get the glove under the ball? Let's ask show motion. And it looks like it did to me. It's pretty close, but I think that's a good catch.
Into the box now, Colin Ray. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Well, a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far.
That's ball
no
2.
offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
2 balls.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home. Rick Salazar is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Just got a piece up the line, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in, Yonhervis Solarte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to do is put a guy on base right before you got to face a great slugger at the plate.
That ain't going to make things easier.
Matt Kemp is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
One out.
And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Nope. Too high. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
Nope, that's foul.
Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Now a little tapper here up the first baseline.
Hey, 2 outs, huh?
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Russell's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more from Alex Dickerson. Heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Hit to first. Rizzo is there. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The center fielder, number 12.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Juan Lagares. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Bryant is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Austin Hedges is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail things here 2-0. Darren James comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Lagares at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
How about that for turning the tables to start the inning? Here you are out on the mound thinking, thank goodness I've got the pitcher leading off. But he's got other plans as he gets pretty good wood on this one.
Javier Baez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
Hit hard to short. And a rather easy first out. Jason Hayward will stand in. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats.
Here you go. Let it fly right here.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. In quickly with it is Kemp, and that'll hold the runner at third base.
And now you just start to wonder.
Chris Bryant strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. He's set. Here it comes. Off and running is Hayward. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swinging a soft liner.
Take a look. Take a look. Find it.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Jose Pirela makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose.
0-1's the count.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Hey, we got no
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
And so far, this has been the theme all afternoon. Strike 1, strike 2, take a hike. I mean, there have been times where he's made it look incredibly effortless out there, and that was another one.
Colin Ray is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there. But you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the 2nd out.
Man, not wasting any pitches so far in this inning. I mean, you see the great curveball there on show track. He struck out the first 2 batters on just 6 pitches.
Stepping in now, Rick Salazar, as this is popped foul behind the plate at strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit in the air to right field.
You got ball. You got ball. Mine.
Hayward is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Padres down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Yonhervis Solarte will stand in to start the 7th with that big 0 still looming in the hit column.
All right, can I officially start the countdown right now? I'm not scared to talk about a no-hitter up here. There's only 9 outs between him and a no-hitter as we speak.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hayward has a read on it, 1 down.
Now batting.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Matt Kemp is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Boy, and if anything, he's looking stronger than ever here in this 7th inning.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now this pitch is popped up. Playable for Grandal behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Well, you could see this building even from the first couple of innings. He still has not allowed a hit, and I think he'll certainly have enough to go the distance if so required.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Up high, 2-1 now.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down. And a good effort on the recovery throw, but it never really had much of a shot. And I'd be surprised if that's not an infield single.
Well, that has to be a huge disappointment for that guy right there. He made yet another great pitch, but this is going to wind up as an infield single, and it's going to take away the no-hitter along with it.
Alex Dickerson will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
Yeah, he sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
And you can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
3-0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Vinny Pistano will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out.
Vinny Pistano.
Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, but what offense we did see came from this man's bat. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.